Casey Smith here with Keitech USA and Costa FLW Series Pro. I'm going to talk a little bit today about a sleeper bait, the 7-inch Keitech Mad Wag. A lot of guys don't know about this bait. Everybody knows Keitech for the swim baits, the fat swing impact, etc. This is a really good bait, and it's a sleeper bait that not a lot of people are throwing yet, and they should be. It's a 7-inch bait, basically like a big ribbon tail worm is what it reminds me of. Ribbed body on it, solid body, and then kind of a flared tail, a ring tail, ribbon tail with a little bit of a flare on it. I don't know if you can see that there, but it's got a little bit of a flare on it to give a little bit extra action and kick. Like the swim baits has a lot of action and a lot of kick, especially at a slow speed. The body of it is a nice hard body, so when you're fishing this around grass, which is generally where I'm fishing it, your hook is not going to slide out, the bait's going to stay up. You can catch a couple fish on it. It's not going to tear up real easy. Nice, sturdy body on it. Good tail. The way I'm rigging this thing is a couple ways. The first way is just a regular Texas rig, like a Texas rig worm, Texas rig craw, whatever. Tungsten weight on the front, a 4/0 or a 5/0 hook, wide gap hook. For me, generally a heavy super line hook. You can use a thinner fine wire hook too, but I like the heavier hook. 4/0 is plenty big enough. This one has a 4/0 in it. You can see it's plenty big. They're going to get it. They're not going to eat it short. 5/0 is good too. You could probably even squeeze a 6/0 in there if you really wanted to. The key to it is the size of the weight. It's not a bait that I'm punching or flipping. Really, it's a bait I'm dragging around and popping out of the grass, and therefore you want a lighter weight. Like an 1/8 ounce weight to a 3/16 quarter, somewhere in there. Maybe go a little bit heavier if you had to get down deep. But for me, those are the weights I'm throwing. When I'm fishing it, throwing it out, letting it hit the bottom, you're going to get a lot of bites on the fall because of all the action in the tail. And you're going to get a lot of bites as you drag it through the grass and pop it free. The tail is going to really have a lot of good kick to it. It's going to have a nice slow fall to it. That's really attractive, especially in a situation like the summertime or the post spawn. The fish are a little funky. Generally, the worms are playing, etc. Florida guys, big deal. Okay, I know a few guys that are throwing it down there. It's starting to show up a little bit, kind of letting the cat out of the bag here. Really good bait in Florida. Really good bait on a place like the Potomac, tidal rivers with grass, etc. Used this bait in the Costa tournament last year on the Potomac River. Didn't have a good finish, but a lot of the fish I caught were on this bait, especially in practice. That's the primary way to rig it. Most of the guys I see that are throwing it that way. There's another way to throw it, and to me this is almost a little bit better, and it's on a belly weighted swim bait hook, and this one here has an underspin on it. Either way, underspin on it, not underspin on it, let cover and conditions dictate that to you. When you're fishing it this way, fishing it a little bit more like a swim bait, swimming it around a little bit, but still letting it get down in the grass and popping it free. Again, that tail is really going to spin, really going to kick. It's like almost like a ribbon tail worm that's beefed up. Really heavy kick on this tail, has a lot of action. This one here is a little bit small, too small of a hook, and it's just what I had in the shop here. You're going to want the same size, a 4/0 or a 5/0. Even a 6/0 probably work good with the swim bait hook. You can use a little bit bigger hook in that situation, I believe. 1/4 ounce weight probably is good to get you in the grass, depending on how deep you're fishing. If you're really shallow, maybe an 1/8 ounce. Probably wouldn't go much over a quarter, 5/16 quarter. 3/8 might be a little bit too much, but if you're fishing a little deeper, you might need to go to that. Again, let it get down in the grass, let it get down in the cover. We don't have a lot of brush piles in this area, but brush pile guys in the lakes down in the south, I'm sure this would be a really good option for you, dragging it through those brush piles and popping it free. In the grass, to me, is where it really shines, and it's starting to gain a little bit of momentum. I think you're going to see it a little bit more. Whole bunch of different colors. One size for now, the 7-inch size, really versatile. Bait though can be fished in a whole different array of situations. Check it out, KeitechUSA.com.